Okay, so this one is for the Libra for the month of the August 2023. Do they love you or not? Let's see. Do they love you or not? On your side, we have got the Justice. So Libra have the Justice, Libra's own card on their side. So it appears as if that you are still figuring out some answers. You yourself realize that you are not in balance, and how can you expect your relationship or your partner or the world to be in balance? Do your work, Libra, my friend. Six of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Hangman on your side as well. So I guess you are doing, and it's not as if that you are not putting in effort, but the journey or the obstacles appear a lot more bigger to you than you are right now. Bigger than you, bigger than your capacities. Four of Cups, King of Cups, and the Hermit, and we have the Knight of Swords on the other side as well. Could be dealing with a Virgo, Gemini, Cancer, or a Scorpio as well. Starting with your side, Knight of Wands, Six of Wands, uh, you have been hurt in many of your relationships. Of late, life has not been very easy for you. There have been a lot of resistance, but you have persevered. You have maintained a sense of authority. You knew that something has to be resisted, something has to be taken a stand for. And in that process, many things have been said, many things have been done, and you do feel a certain amount of hurt, but you are not hating anyone yet, not yet. Justice, because somehow you know that they have their own reasons, you had your own reasons. You feel as if that there is a certain sense of misunderstanding, and by having a dialogue, by having some conversations, some things can still be resolved in a peaceful way. Diplomacy, that is called, in case you were looking for a word, the Hangman. But there is a reason why you have not been that much effective. Probably a certain some pinch of selfishness, some pinch of fear, some pinch of greed is also present in your own psychic, in your own way of behaving, thinking, loving, and relating as well. And probably that's why you have not been too aggressive in your approach or too much confronting the other person, because somehow when you were being confronted, you were not very much comfortable in answering the questions as well. So that's why the diplomacy is not working. That's why diplomacies do not really work as well. That's the reason, because uh, there is there is a certain there is a certain element of wrongness, of lies present. It is a certain sense of deception which is present. Certain informations are hidden, certain motives are hidden. Some is everyone is working on their own interest, through their interest, for their interest, and things like that. So diplomacy is okay if you are not totally free. That can lead towards better ways of loving and behaving and relating and things like that. Diplomacy has got its inherent issues as well, which are usually not well understood. Four of Cups, King of Cups on the other side, your person is not feeling complete. They want emotional maturity, they want to be on top of their emotions, but they feel incomplete. They feel as if that something is missing in their life, someone is missing in their life. And one thing which is good about them, which I guess ultimately in the long term can make them a very good human being, not just for themselves but for others as well, including you too, is that they have a genuine heart. They are not they are not totally free from pleasure, but they know that love is different thing, pleasure is different thing, consumption is a different thing, love is a different thing, joy is a different thing, things like that. So from time to time they have yet not seeded their mental or heart space, which is full of love, which we all have, but slowly we give it to the market, give it to the consumption side of our personality, and ultimately we become animals chasing just pleasure, pure pleasure, pleasure of flesh. Hermit and the Knight of Swords, they have the capacity and the tenacity to move away from the things which they know are actually not good for them, not good for the relationship, not good for the world. In an instant, if they find themselves too trapped, they can take that instant decision. So somehow I guess probably they feel as if that this long journey of struggling with the system or struggling with their own um, animalistic side as well has been quite long, and there has not been a bigger partner, there has not been a partner which has shared their journey for a longer period of time. So that is what I guess they are somehow looking for in their life. So probably uh, what you are trying to solve through diplomacy probably can be solved through honesty, by accepting that you also have your own struggles in those areas or in other areas. By accepting that you are not perfect, you will allow the other person to also accept or understand or confess that they are not perfect as well. And by uh, having this much higher level of honesty, probably many things can be solved. As I was stating in the first place, that diplomacy have an inherent sense of deception into it. So by removing those curtains, probably the solution can be had in this connection. Do they love you or not? mm, I think they do. At least they have love in their heart. They are not an animal chasing pleasure. They are not looking towards you purely with the eyes of pleasure. They might be having that side of as well in themselves, but that's not the only side that they have. So there's a chance for love to flourish at least.